You can look at the weather and kind of predict certain days that are going to be good. You can see those warming trends and those nights that stay warm. Right before the cold front hits, what do the fish do?
Well, they're typically going to be moving, and the thing about it is they should bite, and that's what we're looking for.
Earlier in today's show, we watched as Wade and guest Mike Hawks fished Choke Canyon during the late pre-spawn stage. Cloudy skies and wind gave way to pristine, picture-perfect weather conditions, causing the bass to change patterns multiple times throughout the day. Now Wade is returning back to Choke Canyon Reservoir, this time with professional angler Clark Wendlandt. Temperatures are warming ahead of a fast approaching front, and the two are hopeful that the fish will be pushed up shallow and willing to bite.
So if you just go down the shoreline on the inside edge of the grass, you know, a lot of times the inside edge of the grass is what you're looking for in a grass lake because that's where they set up, that's where they want to spawn. But a lot of the time here, you can't get to that inside edge.
No, I mean, you know, you got to find those holes. I mean, you can find holes, I think, around the hardwoods or just maybe there's a few rocks on a certain point, but when you can get there, it seems to be when we've been getting by. Fast, isn't it? Golly, it's going by me like a freight train.
He was.
He's trying to win the Daytona 500.
He was.
Little jerk shed. That's what makes them strong. These are, I mean, you're just thick all the way to the back. Like that. We're back. To me, I'm always trying to figure out where the fish want to go. I mean, and that's the coolest part of fishing. It's like, where are they and how am I going to get a bite? And every day is so uniquely different. I was actually down here 3 days ago, and the water temperature was 56 degrees, and it was a north wind and a high bluebird day. But when you look at the weather in the springtime and you can see an extended warming trend, especially with warm nights, it gets you excited if you fish a lot because you know the fish are coming. You know they're going to set up in places where hopefully you can catch them. They're going to flood the banks, in other words. I can do this all day long. Never get tired of it.
Oh, not a big one, Kevin, but I caught him. That's cool.
I had one come out from under the bush and try to eat at that one. Finding fish in a situation like this, you know, obviously understanding the seasonal movements, where the fish are going to go is really key, where they want to spawn. We know we're around areas where these fish want to spawn.
So my theory on what happens this time of year is fish are moving out of deep water, out of drains, out of the middle of the lake, wherever they spend their time in the winter feeding, to ditches, guts, and then onto flats. And they spend their time spawning on flats. So what's going to happen out here in all this grass is they're going to spawn in holes. They're not going to spawn in this solid grass, but they're feeding in top of this grass.
Good one. That's a nice one. Do I need to go get him?
I don't know. Come on.
That didn't take long. Oh, get over there.
That was fun. Throwing a little swim bait, Strike King Rage Swimmer. That's a nice fish, 2.5 pounder. You know, Wade made the comment earlier, it's like a redfish when you bite. You know, when you catch a redfish, that fish is just gone. I mean, as fast as he can. These fish are the same way. My thought on it is that when you set the hook, there's not very much distance between the grass and the top of the water. And when they are in really shallow water, a lot of times, they just fly by you. Instead of going down and digging, they fly by you. It's so fast, we can't even keep up with them. There's Wade's got one right there. Good one, too.
He went flying by.
I'm just going to be his voiceover guy from this point on. I'm just voicing over. I mean, basically giving commentary as he catches bass. It doesn't seem really all that fair, but that's a nice one.
Hey, when they're biting, you better take advantage.
Take advantage of it. That's right.
Thank you, buddy. I mean to interrupt your interview, but that was a pretty good bite.
I bet it was.